What are we looking for? Dogs.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Bird, and we back on Bird's Eye View with it. Like always, appreciate the love and support. Please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Stop what you're doing. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. Hop in the comment section, comment whatever you want. Of course, I'm dropping daily bangers day by day. You know, we got news of the day coming out of Colorado. And of course, we're going to jump right into it, dog. So we back with another recap with this Colorado football program. As always, shout out Well Off Media, Reach the People Media, the pregame show for providing this phenomenal footage each and every day. As we all know, we had a bye week this past weekend. So it was an opportunity for us to kind of heal up a little bit. Of course, we know we've been battling injuries all season. Hopefully, we're able to get our two starting offensive tackles back. I'll get into the injury reported list, of course, the initial report list for the Arizona State matchup here in a second. Of course, we got that Arizona State game, the final home game of the season in Boulder, Colorado. It's going to be senior day. Of course, we want to send our seniors out on the right note with a win. It's going to be a pretty dope environment to see. Of course, it's going to be a fun atmosphere, a fun game, and we got to continue to get better each and every week and just try to get back on the winning trail, man, and get some momentum going into the 2026 season. Now, when it comes to the recruiting trail, we all know, right, we have lost tight end, four-star tight end Gavin Mueller. Of course, he flipped to Miami. It's pretty big loss, right? I mean, he was having a spectacular senior season. And of course, we were hoping to hold on to one of the best tight ends in the country. Once I saw that he went back to Miami, I know he visited Miami and then he went like a couple weeks later. I knew he was gone. I mean, you don't take two visits in that short of a time span, and you're not about to commit to that school. So I knew once I saw that second visit, I was like, yeah, he's out of here. But we got to keep on rolling there. I know he pretty much mentioned why he went to Miami, why he committed to Miami. He said when he went there, something just clicked. He said it was kind of a combination of two things. He said the relationship that he built with the coaches in a really fast time, from the head man, Mario Cristobal, driving him around on his official visit, giving him a tour. He said that was unheard of. He said it was just very hands-on. He said, and even all the way to his single recruiter, he said he just felt very connected, and he felt like he built a really good relationship with them really fast. He said before he went there, he knew the tight end production was always good and would always be at Miami because they've had a long list of great tight ends there. And that pretty much drove his decision to commit to the Hurricanes. Of course, like I said, Mueller is having a crazy year, man. He has like 1,325 total yards. Averages 14.8 yards per touch. He's been playing all over the field in high school this year. 30 total touchdowns. He's played quarterback, tight end, running back on offense. Also played linebacker on defense as well too. Pretty big loss for our Colorado football, 2026 class. But at the end of the day, we got to keep on rolling, man. Of course, that 2026 class, we're down to 11 high school commitments. Carson Crawford is now our highest ranked recruit. I know 247 just updated their recruiting rankings. Carson Crawford, who I'm not surprised because you saw the junior year that he had. I was surprised that he was ranked that low as a junior. And I mentioned back then, I said he's a 3-star linebacker, but I mean he has 4-star tape, and he's starting to get the recognition that he deserves. He's now the pretty much a top 200 national player. He's the number 11 linebacker in the country. He's a top 30 overall player coming out of the state of Texas. We definitely got to do all we can to hold on to Carson Crawford, because I know there's going to be teams that are going to continue to throw their name in the hat to try to get him to flip as well too. Of course, Preston Ashley, he's a lot. I mean, with the way he's been talking on Twitter, so is his mom. I mean, they love everything about Coach Prime. They love everything about Colorado. Preston Ashley is a lot, man. I mean, I can't wait to see him get to Boulder. I mean, that's a kid that that really, really wants to be there and really wants to make a difference. Preston Ashley, we're going to have a good one there with him for sure. Of course, it looks like Rodney Colton, looks like his ranking has dropped a little bit there, but we're still expecting Rodney Colton to come in and do some great things with this Colorado football program. I know he's going to be on campus again this weekend for that Arizona State matchup. Looking forward to seeing the development of Rodney Colton once he gets to Boulder, Colorado. Of course, Christian Ward, we got his commitment from his brother as well. His brother's in that 2027 class, but we got a commitment out of his little brother as well too. So of course, it looks like Christian Ward is still going to be locked in as well too. Domata Peko Jr., who is the number 2 edge rusher in JUCO football right now, number 13 national player. Of course, the son of our defensive line coach, looking to see exactly what transpired there. But we're looking forward to having him come in. Same with Xavier Payne, DeMonte Timms. I know Timms. Xavier Payne's a lock. He's in another one just like Preston Ashley, where they're not wavering at all. I mean, it's go buffs to the end when it comes to them two without question. DeMonte Timms, of course, nickname is Chico. DeMonte Chico Timms. I know there's been some rumors about Indiana. I know Indiana, Coach Signetti is doing everything he can to try to flip DeMonte Timms. But as of right now, he is still a Colorado Buffalo. Same with Ben Gula and Josiah Manu. The two offensive linemen, one out of the state of Florida, Ben Gula, and of course Josiah Manu is out of Loveland, Colorado. Those two are still locked in. And then lastly, with Kobe Johnson, the linebacker out of the state of Washington, and he's a top 13 player in that state. And then Maurice Williams, the corner, coming out of Etna Carr, right? We all know about that national powerhouse out of New Orleans, Louisiana, with Etna Carr. He's still locked in as well with this Colorado Football Pro. As you know, when it comes to recruiting, we are heavy in the transfer portal, and it looks like that's what it's just going to be again this year. We have 11 commitments so far. Hopefully we can get a few more, but we're gonna have to flip some key pieces. That some kids that are already committed to some schools. Sorry, I'm not been as consistent with my videos. I'm really trying. Like I said, I got that new job, and it's very strenuous right now. I'm not gonna lie, it's taking up a lot of my time, so I'm still trying to get that work-life balance. All right, but I mean, at the end of the day, man, it's a great opportunity for me, and it's a job where I'm able to make a lot of money and grow within a career. So, but I'm still locked into this Colorado football program. Like I love doing this. I love creating these videos. I love making this content. If I could do it each and every day, all day, I would. Trust and believe me. But I'm still gonna do what I need to do to get this content out for you all, because I really love what you guys do, and I just love doing this for you, and I love providing you with this information. Let's keep on rolling with the recruitment side of things here. Of course, I know a lot of you have seen that catch that Kenan Pula, hope I said his name right, the 4-star athlete out of American Fork, Utah. He's a Utah commit right now, man. Special athlete, plays on both sides of the field. So, of course, he is the number 23 athlete in the country, top 10 player in Utah. I know you all seen that unreal catch. I believe it was in the semifinals, the Utah State semifinals, that he made that one-handed pick that he made. I mean, it was all over the place. Everybody's been talking about it. He actually had Colorado gloves on when he made that catch. I don't know if a lot of people noticed that, but he had Colorado gloves on when he made that pick. I know, we're trying to do what we can to flip him out of Utah. I mean, he's a versatile athlete that can legit end up on either side of the ball in college. I mean, he 6'2", $195, big frame, runs well, excellent football instincts. Of course, you see the hands that he possesses right after making a catch like that. He has some special things about his game that you can see an NFL future with him for sure. So we're going to keep track there, see if can that be a flip. I know he has a brother as well too, but can that be a flip possibility there with Kenan? It's gonna be fun to continue to track the development there. Another young man here, Jonah Rodriguez. He is another JUCO kid, right? He is coming out of San Diego, California. At least that's where his JUCO is right now. He's at Southwestern, but he's still from San Diego because he went to Madison High School. But yeah, right now he's currently at Southwestern Junior College, community college. They're pretty much in San Diego, California. He's 6'4", 291. He is the number 7 offensive tackle in the country. He's a top 40 JUCO player in the nation. He is a Big 12 bounce back. Started his career off at Arizona. He then went to San Diego State, went the JUCO route, and now, of course, he is looking to get back to Power 4 football. He does have, some other offers as well too. I see UNC on that list. I see Cal on that list. Just going over some of the, the P4 offers that he has, and of course he has that Colorado offer also. I know we offered him, and then like a day or two later, he pretty much set up an official visit, and we had him on campus. So of course we can always use offensive line play, right? Especially offensive line play that's already been, proven, already played some college football. So we'll see exactly what transpired there. I'll keep you guys updated on him, but he did have a visit there. CJ Cowley, I hope I'm saying his name right. CJ Cowley, he is a 2027 running back, 5'11", $180, out of Hoover, Alabama. This young man here, again, in that 2027 class, he is a running back that has garnered a lot of attention right now. There are a lot of schools after the services of that young man there. I know he did recently drop a top 12. And, of course, we're in that top 12, Colorado, Georgia Tech, Ohio State, Auburn, Indiana, Ole Miss. Then you got Vandy, Oregon, Purdue, Mississippi State, Penn State, and Miami rounds out his top 12. Again, he is a 2027 young man, but we do fall in line in his top 12, and he is one of the best running backs in that class. I know Boo Carter hit the transfer portal. Of course, there were some, initial rumblings that, Colorado could possibly be a destination. I haven't seen any talks from Boo Carter when it comes to being interested in Colorado. I know there were a lot of interest there coming out of high school. And I know he does have a relationship, right, with Jordan Seaton as well, too. We'll keep an eye out on that. I'll let you know if I do hear any additional news when it comes to Mr. Boo Carter. Also, I know Marshall Faulk. There's been some rumblings about Marshall Faulk. I know Off Script. Shout out to Off Script, man. I've called in on his show numerous times just talking about HBCU football. As y'all know, I'm an HBCU baby. So, I've talked to Off Script, a few times on his show. He has broken news before. I will say that. He has a lot of sources when it comes to HBCU sports, HBCU athletics as a whole. He has a lot of inside sources. And from what he's saying, a lot of times when he comes out and makes a statement like that, a lot of times, I ain't gonna lie to you, he's not really wrong about it. Of course, sources are saying that Coach Marshall Faulk is pretty much a done deal that he's going to be the head coach at Southern. I know he officially interviewed for the job for sure. Of course, Marshall Faulk is from Louisiana as well too, so it makes sense. It really, really does make sense. Of course, that Southern football program, there's some talent there at Southern. I know their record is not going to show it. They had a pretty bad year this year record-wise. There is some talent there though, and you bring a guy in like Marshall Faulk, I think it'd be a great move if it does officially come out that way. I think it really would be a great move. Coach Marshall Faulk, man, is a really, really smart football guy. Like, not just player, but I mean, coach as well. His IQ is really, really off the charts. And it was like that when he was a player as well, too. So, I mean, I feel like it would be perfect for Coach Marshall Faulk, man. He has head coaching ability all over him. And I think he would really flip that Southern program around and have them going in the right direction for sure. And him being from Louisiana, knowing the direct parts in Louisiana where he can recruit, go get guys from, there's going to be players that are going to want to come play for Marshall Faulk, especially running backs, right? And I feel like the SWAC conference as a whole is better when the top schools in the SWAC, the Southerns, the Gramblings, the Jackson States, right, the FAMUs, when those schools are really, really good, I feel like that SWAC conference is in better shape. So, we'll continue to track the development of everything here. Of course, like I said, we have that, Arizona State matchup coming here this week. It's another opportunity for us to be able to see Julian Lewis showcase his ability, man, and put on a good show so we can see what our future, is going to look like. And we all have high expectations for sure with this Colorado football program moving forward. We just got to get back in our winning ways, man, and we got to have some momentum going into the 2026 season. And we got to hit on some transfer portal guys. I mean, we swung and missed on a handful of guys in the transfer portal that was supposed to come in and be impact players for us. And it just didn't happen, right? But we can't, if we're going to rely on the transfer portal and that being our, primary method of recruiting, we have to hit on a lot of these guys. We can't have more swings and misses than anything. And I think we'll get it right this time around. But not going to keep it long. Just want to bring you guys another phenomenal update. Please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. You know what time it is, dog. Bird's Eye View, man.